Hobart. Louis and Joe, they're regulars around here. They've got boats. They've got heritage. What about the view from the city? Mount Wellington. They got a place called Richmond. They've got bike shops. And they have the Southern City BMX Club, playing host to the 2018 Tasmanian State Titles. One of only 3 clubs in Tasmania, we wanted to find out more about this Southern City club. We are down here at the Hobart BMX Club, better known as Southern City. We've caught up with Mars. This here is your home club, isn't it?
Yep, this is the home club, and it's been really good.
So what got you involved with this particular club?
Okay, so originally my son started racing here because one of his mates raced.
Yep.
We rocked up here one weekend and thought, this is pretty cool, and it's sort of progressed from there.
Your involvement with this club is pretty heavy, isn't it?
It is at the moment, yeah. Our last track manager sort of finished up, and I took the role on, very limited numbers,
yep.
To sort of take on the role. It's been a very, very busy 6 months.
And I understand you guys had some pretty bad weather leading up to this.
No, it was an absolute shocker.
Run us through it. What did you have to do?
Yeah, rightio. So the week before the track was just so nice. It was so smooth. It's the best it's ever looked. And then to rock up here on a Friday afternoon, and we're just devastated. We're just picking up handfuls of loose gravel to try and pull it back from that. I actually thought at one point I was going to cancel it.
Yeah.
But once we got the 80, 100 odd thousand litres pumped out of the track, at that point we started raking off the loose gravel that was on top, and what we found is that underneath it was still quite good. So with a good crew of guys and a couple of late nights and early mornings, we've scraped it back, and it's turned out really, really good.
So we're now here with Steve Vandenhol. How are you doing, Steve?
Yeah, pretty good.
That's good. Yeah. Now, your involvement with this club, take us through how you actually first started with Hobart.
Okay, moved to Hobart nearly 3 years ago.
Yep.
Just came down from the Northern Territory and started as a rider. I thought I'll just blend in, sit in the background.
That never happens.
It never happens, I know. So shortly after I became involved in the club.
What were you actually looking at doing for the club?
The club, I felt, had a little bit of a lack of structure as far as coaches go. They had a couple of coaches that were struggling along, and a few different members. So just tried to structure some training times and get it all organised so that we can move forward. With the help of BMX Tasmania last year, we got a couple of accredited trainers and facilitators. So we've actually got quite a few coaches now in Tasmania through the help of BMX Tasmania to increase the knowledge and the rider's performance.
They've even got telephone boxes. You ever seen one of these?